What is going on, everybody? It is Edison Crux, and welcome to the bottom of the ocean. Welcome back to the CruxCraft Vanilla Minecraft experience. Is that really what I'm calling it now? Am I really calling it an experience? Is that honestly how this is going to go now? And we are back. It is, I don't even know what episode, because sometimes I stream and that throws things off, but it's an episode, and it's going to be good. I'm going to nom on some steak. And today, guys, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a little break from up there, a little bit of a breather, just because I like to mix it up. I like to not do too much of one project, because I feel like I burn out on it. And we are going to work on the Great Library. That is right. We're going to come over here, and we're going to do... Wait, what is this? What's this? Work on this shall be discontinued until there is a melon farm here. What? I actually know who that was. I heard a rumor that Quill left something in Seaside. Something on behalf of the villagers of Seaside was left over here. And sounds like the people of Seaside want a melon farm. And I may as well make it a melon and pumpkin farm, because the two work right about the same. And you know what? The more I think about it, Seaside here very much is an agricultural kind of a town. You know, we've got our sugar cane, we've got... I mean, I guess cows aren't really agriculture, but this little thing, which is the magic crop maker, we really need to figure out a a more appropriate story-wise thing as to what that is. But it really is an agricultural kind of a place. So you know what? I think a melon farm, melon/pumpkin, would fit right in here. So you know what, Quill? You know what? Challenge accepted. I'm going to make us a pumpkin, or a melon farm here. Melon Pumpkin, the official melon pumpkin farm of Seaside. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take down the sign, and I'm going to start scouring the YouTube webs, because that's the thing, the YouTube webs, right? That's what we call it? That's the official name, right? That's official, right? Yeah, totally official. Got a bow in one hand and a steak in the other, because you never know when you'll get hungry. I'm going to scour the interwebs, find a good tutorial for a awesome looking and pretty fast pumpkin melon farm kind of deal, and then we're going to find a nice spot to build it, and I will check back with you in a moment. Now actually, before I get started on that, there's one more quick thing, another technical thing that I want to get started on, and that is over here, past this guy, over here, actually not too far if I recall where it's at. It's not too far from where my floating temple is starting, but past spawn over here, there's this little island, right? This little island, and you may have, I don't know if anyone recalls that or has seen that much, but out here somewhere, let's take a landing, should be yep, I think it's right over there, an ocean monument. Now, this, let's see, let's get up, yep, here it be. This is going to be something that we're going to want to work on. One thing we do not have in the server yet is a guardian farm. Look at that. There's some boats just kind of hanging out. One thing we do not have is a guardian farm on the server. So I was thinking that a good way to deal with that is to actually make... I really should have brought some potions of water breathing so I can see better. Yeah, because this is going to be really dark. But one good solution to that is the hardest part about setting up a guardian farm is... just the simple act of being able to clear out all the water from around it, right? And also apparently being able to see, because I really should have brought proper potionage, huh? Let's just get a little breath of fresh air here. All right. So what I was gonna do, there's stuff dropping here. That's kind of cool. No, must get air. There we go. Is set up a perimeter down here, where, yeah, you probably can't see nothing, but set up the perimeter so that all of us as a group, as a team, we can start work on making a proper guardian farm, or at least the start of it, to clear out all the water, because that's the hard part. And then we can work together, little by little, to clear out all this water, and then eventually... Oh, there we go. Eventually get started on that, but the hardest part, like I say, is clearing out the water. So I'm going to set up a perimeter, and then any of you folks on the CruxCraft server can go ahead and start clearing this area out of water if you get the chance. I got a friend. I am making so many friends out here. So what I'm doing here is just finishing up getting trolled by these guardians. Finishing this up here. Eating up all the food. Setting up a perimeter, or at least just a guideline perimeter. I'm not, I haven't dug all the, or blocked out all the way down to the area, but what I'm doing, if you can see here, it'll be visible better in just a moment here when I get this last little bit going. As you see, I'm making all the friends. They're not slowing down progress at all. No way, man. No way are these guys slowing things down. Not at all. You kidding me? We're buddies. We're friends. Okay, and at last, boom. Okay, so this should be enough of a perimeter when it's filled all the way down. So if we fill all of this down, all the way down here, this should give a little bit of space around the actual ocean monument. And this should then, if we clear this all out of water, we can then make a really nice guardian farm in this space. So this is something I'm going to be working on and off, probably a lot of it off camera because it's probably kind of boring. It might actually be a nice thing to do on a live stream, so keep your eyes open for that. And I'll be encouraging any of the other folks on the server to just kind of pick away, you know, get some sand and just dump it down there. Maybe, I think we still need to clear out the inside of that thing. It's going to be a project, but I won't be one person doing it alone. It'll be a whole little group of us just kind of picking away at it, which is really cool. And the other thing that's kind of nice about this one, there are a couple guardian farms we've explored, or a couple of ocean monuments we've explored. But the cool thing about this one is if I can get flight, I can, it's just over there, right? That's where that is. And if you just cruise this way, straight off this way, not even that far, if I'm remembering right, I may be going the wrong way here. But not too far this way, allegedly. Somewhere around here is the floating temple. Maybe. I may have went the wrong direction. Awesome. Oh, no, there's something. Okay, so I went the wrong way, I think. Or I overshot it. Yeah, because here's that. So it's not very far from Seaside, from the ocean temple, all that stuff, or my floating temple. All that stuff. It's not too far, all things said and done. Kind of a cool little build. I borrowed some scaffolding from up here, which I should return. And it'll be nice, kind of centrally located. If anyone else wants to build another one at one of the other farms, you certainly can, but this seems like a good spot for a community one since it's kind of close to Beeford and Spawn and all that action. So, that being said, time to get down to what we were going to be doing today, huh? So, working on this new farm is going to be, my goal is to get this whole thing finished, this whole farm finished in one episode, and I almost just fell backwards there. So that's kind of my goal here, my hope. I might not get all the decorating and detailing part done, but we're going to do this in 3 phases. Phase 1 is going to be figure out where the place is going to go, right? So figure out where in Seaside the build is going to be. Phase 2 is going to be build the actual farm itself. So do all of the mechanics, all the redstone stuff, get that all tended to and taken care of. And then phase 3 is going to be finish the decorating. That's going to be making all the path that lays out to it, make it look neat and decorative. So we're going to do that in those 3 phases, and I'm going to start off right ahead with figuring out phase 1, which is where exactly in Seaside it's going to go. There are a few main areas that can be expanded upon. Main ones would be over this way, along this strip of land, or along over here. A lot of areas and such to go over there. Or, the area I think I'm going to go with is going to be, gotta nom on some stuff, is I actually kind of want to put it along here. I'm actually thinking about making kind of like a boulevard along the back here. Instead of making another like path exactly, make a little bit of a boulevard that goes right along the back of this. So it's not an additional kind of place, because the back of this is ugly, and I need to do something to make it look nicer. And what better thing to do than to just put another farm back to back there? I think that'll look nice. So I'm going to start laying down some basic foundation, figure out where exactly I want to put it in here. Oh, and fall into the water, take a swim, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll get started on putting this thing together, huh? Okay, dokay. So, let's see. Up. One more, I think. Is that even? I think it's even. If I were to, yes, I would. Cool. So we're nice and even now. This is not going to be the ultimate space here, but I just want to have kind of an example space that I can work with here to pretty this place up. So how it's going to ultimately work is this, in case you ever wonder, this is just temporary. I'm eventually going to put, yeah, maybe I'll even do that today. These fences, kind of like it is along all the rest of here. But I just didn't want this guy to keep wandering down and falling until I put the fences up there. But now I'm probably about ready that I can do that. So this is going to be kind of the space we're going to have it. I'll probably be building it actually along here somewhere. So this is going to be kind of like a nice walkway area that we can go to. And I wanted to have a little bit of room because I might do something to pretty up this side here. Or maybe I'll build it up again. No, I don't know. I need to figure out something here. I'll figure something out, though, to pretty this just big, massive wall up a little bit. But I think what I'm going to do is, along this area, start building the actual device. Now, I found a nice tutorial by, I believe it was MrCrayfish, is the person who put up the video. I will put an annotation up there right about now. Go check it out for how this is going to be built. And if you want to build it, go check that out. I will not be doing like tutorial style on this, how to build this one, because you should definitely check his video out if you want to. But I'm going to get started and try to see what I can do to put this thing together, huh? Okay, so I'm a derp. Well, I'm not really so much a derp, but as I realized a better way to do this than what I was thinking about doing. I took a break for a while there, had some lunch, and also put together this is my redstone box. I was trying to just get it stocked up. This is mostly the supply. It's overabundance of them, but the supplies I'm going to need to build this build, for the most part. I just wanted to kind of start getting a shulker box that I can use to store all my redstone stuff, so as projects come up, I'll have all the stuff I will need. But then I started thinking, okay, I was going to build the farm over in this area, right? So, like, you walk over here, you know, you're, say, going towards the library. Ooh, what's over here? And you walk over this way, and over here there's, like, the pumpkin farm, and then over here there's, like, the melon farm. Something like that, you know? That was kind of what I was thinking, but then I had the issue of, oh, well, what do I do to make this not look so ugly? And then I started thinking, you know, better idea. Make it so you walk along here, move this that I just laid down, move this over here, and then have the two farms go right up flush against this wall, and that looks so much nicer. It'll cover this up. It'll still look really cool. Now, I just measured the farm, and it is 6 blocks wide total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So basically the exact length of this. Is going to be the length of the farm itself. I'll probably add one more block over here for the glass. So actually this works out actually kind of perfect. Right about where I set this out is about the length of the farms are going to be as far as width. So that's actually kind of convenient. So then I'll just have to, I'm going to leave this here. I might add a little bit more over here. And then I can actually probably leave this where it is. But instead of this area here, I'll put fences here. I'll get rid of any of the flooring that I won't need and have the kind of walking area, the walkway, be over on this side. So I'm going to get down to making those changes, and then we're going to get down to building this thing. I know I've been talking about it, and it's time to make it happen. And I think I may even build it, at least some of it, in a third-person time-lapse. Does that sound kind of cool? I'm going to lay this down, and then we will get down to it. pumpkin side. Now, I realize I probably should have done the melon side first, because that is what was requested after all. But that is, you know what, I'm actually going to do that in a minute here. I'm going to replace these, because I want to get the melon farm, since that's clearly, that is what the people of Seaside wanted, was melons. So I want to do that first. But here is what we're doing. It's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units of each, which should do the job. What should happen is when these grow into the spot next to them and a pumpkin or a melon grows here, it should go beep and make its way over here. Fantastic. I should retrieve those two. Nice little design. Not too bad. As you saw in the time lapse, I actually, the first time I made it just like one block too far this way, and I had to tear it all down, start it up again. But thankfully, it's not a very big build, so it's not too hard. So I'm going to mirror this same thing in reverse on this side, and it's not going to come out as far. So there's going to be a nice space in the middle here. I actually have some plans for decorating in the middle. But remember I talked earlier about how I do this kind of in 3 steps. First step is prepare, which is, figure out where it's going to go, get all my tools and such together, all that kind of stuff. Find the right tutorial I'm going to follow. Step 2 is build, and that's what we just did here on this one. We built it, and then step 3 is decorate. So I'm going to switch this up a bit. Switch these out for melons, because I'd rather it be melons right now than pumpkins. And then that completes stage 2 for one half of it, and then we're going to do the same over here. Then we're going to do a little bit of decorating. So let's get that going, huh? Okay, so I may have to cut this recording session short because I've been getting the worst internet connection lately. I go up, now that was actually the fastest that's gone in a while. Let's come over here to see if I can grab some melons for decoration. It looks like we're not having any in here, which is a little unfortunate. What's the sign say here? But, Lessons of Jack. Awesome. So, not really having much luck as far as the internet goes, unfortunately. You know what? Quill's always turning my stuff upside down. I'm going to put that upside down. See if he notices. Haha. Yeah. So, like, traveling through the nether, for example, is kind of dangerous. When, you're getting this kind of lag. Let's see if we can just see just what I'm dealing with here. Now that I got the camera rolling, it's probably going to be great. Nope. No, it's still pretty slow. So we'll just see what we can do. I probably will have to cut this off pretty soon here for this record. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's how it's supposed to look, right? Do you know a block I never think to use? Hay bales. But I actually found a really nice looking use for them in decorating this. They're a really cool block. Why do I never build with hay bales? I might even do another layer up of that. Look at that. That's like a pattern you don't really see often. Anyways, this is what I'm coming up with so far for decorating. I'm using glass panes, which I realize I use the glass blocks a lot, but not in as many builds as I use the glass panes. And I think that adds just a nice bit of depth over here, with some upside down stairs and the whole works. Now I'm just kind of decorating in there so it looks a little more interesting. Plus I've got the melons on the corners, and then it's going to be the exact same design over here for the pumpkins, but it's going to be pumpkins there, obviously. So still having some real bad lag issues, but I'm bearing through it. I'm going to decorate a little bit more of that, and I think just too high up there might look perfect. And it's coming along. It's coming along. All right, so do you want to see what I ended up coming up with? Check it out. And that's right. This is what I came up with for the decorations for the melon farm. It's not done yet. Not at all. This wall is super, super boring. But through here, I kind of like the look. The haystacks make on like an angle. They're on the side as opposed to going up tall. And it makes kind of like a two vertical lines on each, which really is unique. You really don't see that often. It is working. I can confirm. We've been getting melons, so it is working. The roof I've been tinkering around with. I don't really know exactly what to do with this roof with how it is over on this side. I never actually finished the roof for the sugarcane farm. So that's going to have to be figured out. But I got something that I think looks kind of nice. A mix of kind of staggered stairs going along that way. It looks nice enough. I feel like honestly, it's late at night. And kids are already asleep, and I will be before too long. There's still a bit more to do. When I started this episode, I wanted to just get it done, get the whole project done. See, like this lag stuff though. I wanted to get the whole thing done in one go, but didn't. Well, it kind of happened. I'm not quite done decorating, but this is a functional melon farm that the people demanded at the start of the episode. Now, what am I planning for next over here? Obviously, my plans on this side have changed. This is going to have to get moved over to here to match up with that side. And I'm going to make another unit this exact same size mirrored over here. Okay? And that's going to leave a nice open space in the middle here that I actually kind of want to build a fountain of some sort in that space there, in between the two. In between the melon and the pumpkin farm. I think that would look really nice. So you're walking along here, you know, coming over from the library or whatever, and you go cruising along here. There's a nice view over that way. Melons, nice little fountain, pumpkins, the whole works. And this will probably then, hitting that lag again, cruise around and carry over back over to that side. So connect over that way. So it's not going to be... You'll be able to come at this from a couple different directions, which I think is pretty cool. But for now, folks, this is where I am wrapping it up for tonight. It's been a long day of Minecrafting, and I'm actually pretty happy with what I put together, even if I didn't quite finish what I set out to do. I actually came pretty close. I shouldn't beat myself up over it. That's pretty good for one episode. That's pretty good. I keep looking at it, it's like it's not quite right. But I'll keep thinking on it. Honestly, I'll probably be able to handle it better after a good night's sleep. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys had a fantastic day of steak, of blocks, and all that good stuff. And this episode is going to be a public service reminder to remember, use haystacks. You make them, it's a block of 9 wheat. I don't know why I never builded these, because they're actually really kind of cool. So thank you all so much for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And until next time, catch you later, everybody.